If you don't know what kind of certification you need to clear according to your experience, if you are not aware what is the proper roadmap to clear any kind of certification in 2025, if you are planning for your job and you are not aware to keep what kind of certifications can help your resume to get selected by the ATS and also by the recruiter, if you are not aware of where to find the best certification training centers, at the same time what are their costs and prices to get the certificate on your hand, then all your questions are going to be answered in this one video. So let me tell you guys, I have completed 3 certifications in my entire career, and I'm planning to take further more certifications also to clear many job interviews. Now these certifications I hold at the same time. According to my research, most of the resumes have been shortlisted. Also, the candidates felt very strong and confident in giving the interviews. So let me tell you one by one certification in this particular video. Before that, if you are new to the channel, make sure you like this video. The like target for this video is 150 likes. And going ahead, make sure you are sharing this video with your friends, because I have completely kept a detailed document for you guys with which you can come to know what kind of certification, what kind of topics are going to help you in the coming future. So let's get started. Whatever I'm going to tell you, it will be based on the 2025 job search pattern. So let me take the first certification name, which is Red Hat Certified Systems Administration. Now this is one of the best certification provided by Red Hat. You will get this certification around 48,000 rupees, like 40 to 48,000 rupees. I have spent around 48,000 rupees. I was fortunate enough because Verizon as a company has sponsored my certification for this particular RHCSA program. But if you don't have any company to sponsor your certification, I would request you all to at least take the training, which will cost you around 15,000, 16,000. Get all the details of this training. Let me tell you, the first point here is RHCSA exam assesses your skills in a wide range of system administration tasks. Now, what are those tasks? Let me tell you one by one. Installing and configuration, like you install RHEL, configure network interfaces, managing boot systems, everything of with respect to Linux systems. User and group management, package management, file system management, security of the Linux systems like your SE Linux, configuring firewalls, managing user access. All these things will be given training by the trainer to you guys, so that you clear any kind of interview. For your information, if you are taking this training, you will be eligible to make the troubleshooting with respect to the Linux systems. One of the important benefits is, as you are aware, most of the DevOps and SRE job interviews are purely based on the Linux systems. So make sure that you are taking this training. If any of your company is sponsoring, I would suggest you, by the time December comes, like by the time of December mid or something, you enroll for this kind of programs, and by Jan or Feb, your certification should be there in your hand. That's how the job search pattern, or the, you can say, like the job search roadmap is prepared. It's not like you just think about the job and you just dive into the market, because there are many people like you doing the same thing. But if you want to stand apart from others, then you have to follow all the things that will make you confident. And for your information, I have done the same thing when I was shifting from Verizon to Walmart, and it was one of the best certification which has helped me. Now check the description. I will be sharing the link from where I have taken the certification. You can contact that training center or any kind of other training centers according to your choice. The second certification which can help you in 2025 is the Kubernetes certificate. Now in the Kubernetes, there are 3 kinds of certificates where many of you are not aware which is the best one to pick from these 3. So let me tell you. The first certification is Certified Kubernetes Administrator. The second one is Certified Kubernetes Application Developer. And the third one is Certified Kubernetes Security Specialist. Now, among these 3, most of the interviews start with Have you done any kind of Kubernetes upgrade? Have you done any kind of patching of the Kubernetes systems? Are you confident to create your entire mesh in the Kubernetes? Are you confident to create me a multi-tenant cluster setup in the Kubernetes? So all these questions, whatever I have felt in the last few months and whatever my students have told, the first and the foremost important certificate that you need to do is Certified Kubernetes Administrator. Let's say if you are attaining the certificate, most of the interviews you can clear easily. At my time of job search from Verizon to Walmart, I made sure that at least the Kubernetes training I can take, and I have taken that training because certification was costing me a little bit high. But I was sure that if I am having the knowledge to crack the interview, that will be helping me. So the first thing, if you are picking up Kubernetes, I would suggest you to take the administrator part of the Kubernetes. Prepare well. You can check out all the videos also from my YouTube channel based on the Kubernetes series, which can help you to crack the certificate, right? The next one is, let's say like you have done the Kubernetes administrator, then I would suggest you go with the application developer. Application developer will be simple as with respect to your Kubernetes administrator, because admin has to do the entire setup of Kubernetes. You have to create clusters, you have to make sure availability, reliability, latency, all the things are there in your system, so that when an application is deployed onto the system, it's making it a robust kind of architecture. I hope you are able to understand. Now, if you are done with CKAD also, then you can go with the security specialist. But as of now, I would not recommend you to go with that. If you are planning for the training of the CKAD or CKA, you can check out the links from the description, and it can definitely help you to scale up your career. Now, if you are going ahead and if you are asking me, Praveen, what will be the third certification which you are going to tell? One of the important certification in today's generation is your Terraform. Now, I have seen many interviews focusing on various kinds of Terraform questions. Let's say you have a multi-cloud deployment. How do you create your Terraform architecture? If you are having, let's say, multi-region deployment, how do you create your Terraform architecture? Let's say like I have few scenarios. I want to make sure that my Terraform is always up to date with respect to the infra changes. How do you manage all these things? Now, one of the best certification in Terraform, like again in Terraform there are two certificates. One is Terraform Associate and other one is Terraform Authoring and Operations Professional. But if you are planning to take Terraform certificate, I would suggest you to go with the Terraform Associate, because it consists of core Terraform concepts, writing Terraform configurations, understanding Terraform state files, working with providers modules, implementing basic security and compliances practices. If you feel that you are knowledgeable about Terraform Associate, then go with little bit advanced, that is your Terraform Authoring and Operation Professions. So here you will get advanced skills on Terraform. So let me tell you, advanced Terraform language features, implementing complex infrastructure scenarios, using Terraform Cloud and Enterprise, securing Terraform configuration and workflows, troubleshooting and optimizing Terraform deployments. Now, I would suggest, if you are not at all knowing anything about Terraform, go with Terraform Associate. If you know, like I am very much aware of this Terraform, I know everything, then go with the Terraform Authoring and Operation Excellence. I will share the link in the description. From there you can apply. It will cost a little bit high based on the dollars, but make sure that if your company is sponsoring, I would suggest grab that deal and make sure your resume has these certificates. Now, if we go ahead, many of you are in the confusion, Praveen, I want to do a cloud certificate. Now, which cloud certificate I have to do? Which cloud certificate I have to do? Now, many of you have this question. Let me solve your question right in this video. Now, two things I would consider in cloud certification. One is your experience. The next one comes into the factor is what type of actual cloud you are working in that environment. Now, these two factors plays an important role. Suppose you are working in the AWS kind of scenario, then you can go with any of the AWS cloud certificate. You can do like maybe AWS DevOps Professional, Solutions Architect if you have more experience. Now, what I have seen is many of you are 0 to 2 years experience and you go directly jump onto the Solutions Architect role. Bhai, thoda samjho. Solutions Architect, the name itself tells ki yaar you are giving solutions to the project or the organization and your experience is 2 years. So yaar wo match hi nahi kar raha. So you can go with DevOps Professional, AWS Security or AWS any kind of you can say like certificate which is matching your experience and skill set. Now the other certifications you can also do, like Azure, in Azure also Azure DevOps is there, Azure security is there, Azure infra. So these all things are there. I always suggest to my students as well as to my community, take the certification according to your interest of cloud. ऐसा नहीं है कि यार बाहर से कोई बोल रहा है and then you start doing that certification. It will hamper your career as well as your certification cost. Whatever you are going to pay, it will get waste. So I would suggest you make sure you are watching everything here, and I am also trying to help you from where you can do these kind of certification. Now the third cloud is GCP. Again, it's your interest. I would suggest, if I am in your position, according to my experience and my skill set and my learnings, my interest, I'll go with certification. I would suggest take only one cloud and complete as much as certifications you can do. I've seen many people like they will do 5 certifications, 10 certification, 5 in AWS, 5 in GCP, and they don't have knowledge. So basically, as you are aware, all the certification dumps will be available on the YouTube or any kind of platform. But one thing to notice, and I would suggest you also agree with me, कि यार dump से कुछ नहीं होने वाला. You have to work hard to clear the certificate. And even though if you are copying or cheating from somewhere, that knowledge is not going to stand with you for a long time. In real time, in interview, all the scenarios will be coming from these certification. So make sure that you are going with at least 1 or 2 certificates. And one important thing, if you are adding your certificate in the resume, make sure that you be very genuine. Name of the certificate, certificate ID, when it was issued, and the expiry date of the certificate. Make sure you are adding all the details so that it looks a little bit genuine. I have seen many of you write like Red Hat Linux System Administration. Bhai, when you have done, what is your certificate ID? Do you have the certificate with you? So ये सब चीजें add करना बहुत जरूरी है. So I hope you have liked this video. If you have liked this video, like and share the link with your friends. And yes, we are on a process of Bootcamp 9. Check out all the links in the description and make sure that you are hitting a like button. This is Praveen signing off from this video. We will meet in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.